Making spun sugar decorations is an easy way to elevate your desserts and impress your friends and family. Here are a few techniques you can try. First, you'll need to make a simple caramel by combining granulated sugar with a little water in a saucepan. Turn the heat to high and bring up to a boil. Avoid stirring with a spoon or a whisk. Instead, you can carefully swirl the pot to ensure even cooking. Don't walk away from this, just keep watching and swirling occasionally until the color changes to a deep caramel. Set aside to cool and thicken slightly. For the first decoration, you'll need toothpicks and almonds or your favorite nut. Poke the toothpick firmly into the almond so you can use it as a handle to dip the almond into your now slightly thicker caramel. Hold straight above the pot to allow the excess caramel to drip down. Once the drip has slowed and a long spike has formed from the tip of the almond, use your hands or scissors to cut away the excess, then allow to cool completely before removing from the toothpick and serving. For the next decoration, you'll need an electric mixer with only one of the whisks attached. Turn on the lowest speed, then gently drizzle a thin strand of caramel over top. The more you move your spoonful of caramel along the length of the whisk, the more individual strands you'll get. The sugar strands will get caught in the whisk to create a kind of nest shape. Carefully remove from the whisk and serve. For our next one, you'll need a rolling pin covered in parchment paper and secured with elastic bands. Drizzle strands of caramel in a slightly randomized crisscross pattern across the whole length of the rolling pin. When you're happy with your shape, gently rock the rolling pin back and forth to separate the caramel from your working surface. Then remove the elastic bands and carefully slide the rolling pin out from the paper. Finally, to remove the paper, pinch the two sides together, being careful not to break the caramel shape. Then it should be fairly easy to lift the paper out. This final one is all about feel. You're going to need a ring mold or an egg mold for this. Stir the caramel around with the mold, occasionally lifting it out to test the viscosity. This is kind of like blowing bubbles. You want a film of caramel to form across the surface of the mold, and that requires a very specific thickness of caramel. When you finally get a thin film to form, quickly place the mold over your dessert, in this case ice cream, then pull straight back up. Break off the excess and enjoy. Click on one of these other great videos and subscribe for daily cooking content.